E aí galera, beleza? Foco na área, voltando aqui com Marta is Dead. Vamos dar seguimento aqui. Bom, no último episódio, a gente acordou, a gente tomou um tiro, né? A gente encontrou o Lapo morto. Vamos ver o próximo objetivo aqui. Devemos colocar minhas coisas, tá. Vestir-se para o funeral, acha a carta de Lapo e acha a bolsa. Se vestir para o funeral, ok. Temos que se vestir como a Marta ainda, né? Ei, com que roupa eu tô? Ah, eu tô enfaixada, dá pra ver. Bom, esse aqui, né? Mais apropriado.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
Ok. Nos vestimos. Mais bonitinho agora. Bom. Primeiro objetivo concluído. Vista-se, acha a bolsa, carta para o Lapa. O que é a última adeus? Minha irmã pela última vez. Tá bom. Tá bom. A carta do Lapo tá aqui dentro? Não me parece que tá dentro do quarto. Bom, vamos pegar a saideira.
No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
Ok.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Ok. Tá, né?
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly.
Acho que o pai dela tá
She didn't
conversando
even
com o
lose that
médico,
much
claro.
blood.
Né?
She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to
O
speak.
cheirinho.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor.
Ah, seu covarde, para. Ah,
Do
tadinho,
you
matou
mind
o
coming with me
pichirinho.
to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course
Não
not.
tá ouvindo
Lead the
ainda.
way.
You know, with all of these
Ok.
preparations for the funeral, Irene wants
Tá rolando um
everything to
diálogo
be
baixinho.
perfect. It's a
A
way
gente
of
não pode abrir a
talking,
porta ainda.
so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
Ok. Estamos livres para sair do quarto, correto? Vamos ver que tá ficando interessante. Bom, o telefone ainda não posso acessar ainda.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola. Once again, General K's family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister, Martha,
Não olhamos isso
that
aqui?
is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back
Ou é
could have
outro?
killed her. It is only by the grace of God.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185.
On the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli.
Esse mapa aqui tem que acessar de novo. Será que tem alguma coisa diferente? Acho que não. Ok. Opa, o quadro mudou, hein? O quadro aqui tava só até... Acho que aumentou agora. Essa é a mãe dela mesmo que tá pintando. A gente vai fazer o que com isso? A gente já veio. Não tem nada.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
Temos que achar a bolsa, isso. Ah, mas a bolsa tá...
There's my bag. Thank God.
Ah, tá aqui. Tá aberto, hein?
Let's
Puçada.
hope Lapo's letter is in there.
A gente tem que olhar agora. Carta de Lapo. Acho que é esse aqui, né? Acho que ela não terminou de ler, né?
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. I knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
É, deu um nó na minha cabeça, não vou mentir não. Quer dizer, o Lapo tá como guerrilheiro, né? Ela tá jogando a culpa agora na mãe. Então levantou uma suspeita, né? Digamos assim. A gente tem que ligar para um número que eu já não lembro muito bem qual é. Tem mais objetivo aqui. Tem o diário dela para ler.
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Cara, esse enredo tá mais pra... Não é Marta está morta, não. É quem matou Marta. Aquelas séries de mistério. Tá muito... Ainda tem outra coisa pra gente ver. Até as cartas de tarô. Vamos embaralhar. Vamos adivinhar. Eu vou tirar em sequência aqui mesmo. O Imperador. Oi. Hierofante. O Sol.
There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
Ok. Bom, aqui na nossa bolsa a gente já completou tudo. Vamos seguir aqui que a gente vai ter que se despedir da nossa irmã, né? Ah, lembrando sempre de ler o jornal.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth.
Como sempre, tudo é distorcido, né?
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today
Ué, mas porque eu sempre vou na mesma, cara. Impressionante.
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut and there is no coal.
Ok.
New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
Nossa.
The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city.
Ok. Bom, notícia daquela época era assim mesmo. Nada.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Ok. Bom, eu vou tirar o volume. Que eu tenho visto aí que tá dando copyright, né? A música desse rádio aí. Vamos lá no telefone. Não vi isso aqui, né?
One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Ok. O corpo da Marta não tá mais aqui, né?
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
Entendi.
Knowing who is calling could be important.
Ó, não tá tocando música porque eu tirei a música, galera.
Hello? Ma'am? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God. Julia. My little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
Cara, ela tá contando pra babá mesmo. Quer dizer, ela
I
contou, né?
told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool, quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead... Poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Minha passarinha. Bom, tem um passarinho ali que o corvo pegou, né? Ah, é, né? Podemos usar o telefone. Tem um número pra gente ligar pro Lapo, né? Vamos ver aqui primeiro. Diário dela.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Caramba! É coisa pra fazer, hein? Encaixar tesoura, cortar o cabelo, tem que ir numa tal de uma ilha, usar as cartas de tarô pra invocar o fantasma da mulher de branco. É isso mesmo que eu entendi? Eita, nós! Será que dá pra ver aqui? Não dá pra ver os números que tá ali, né? Sacanagem. Os lá de cima acho que dá pra ver, né? Será que dá pra ligar lá de cima? Bom, o número que é pra ligar lá. Deixa eu ver se vai dar pra ligar daqui, né? Dá pra ligar aqui. Bom, vamos tentar ligar pro... Vou ler esse aqui de novo.
Please
É isso aí que
remember
eu
this
queria ver.
number.
Pena que só mostrou no final. 6934. Vamos ligar? Pra ver? Agora a gente pode usar o telefone, né? Ok, 6. Eita. Como é que eu aperto? 9 3 4.
Probably the wrong number.
Meu Deus. 6 9. É 3 4. Eu botei 5 4.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo?
Ajude os guerrilheiros, revele ao pai. Cara, eu tô indeciso, sabe por quê? Eu já vi o lado que ela ajuda os guerrilheiros. Apesar do pai dela estar ajudando os instas, entendeu? Ele merece se dar mal mesmo, entendeu? Eu vou fazer uma história diferente aqui. De repente a gente vê alguma coisa diferente do que eu tenho visto por aí, né? Então vamos revelar pro pai, pra gente ver o que vai acontecer.
I decided to tell my father everything. I loved him very much, so I couldn't do such a thing in secret. I didn't understand anything about these things. I would have acted without knowing what I was doing. Daddy told me to agree to their requests and report everything back to him. He implored me not to get myself into any trouble, like all fathers do. To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Não mudou. Parece que não mudou. Bom, vamos ver se vai mudar, né? O pai dela pediu pra concordar com tudo, fazer. Vai ter que cortar o cabo e tal. Só que agora a diferença é que o pai dela tá sabendo, né? Então... Acho que eu já peguei a bomba pra encher o pneu aqui, né? Já enchi. Esquecido desse detalhe. Então vamos fazer o seguinte. Vamos atualizar nosso objetivo aqui. Nossa, tem muita coisa. Ah, tá. Tem que tirar uma mecha de cabelo. Tesouro. Tá, aquilo ali é sobre o ritual, né? Onde a gente pode achar uma tesoura? Bom, lá na parte de costura da mãe, né? E... Tecnicamente... Vou lembrar pra onde é? Uma descida aqui. Isso. Porão. Bom, acredito que a tesoura vai estar por aqui, né? Não é? Aqui, ó, tesoura aqui.
These will be needed for cutting a lock of hair at the lake and for cutting the telephone wire.
Ok. É a máquina.
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
Ok.
Pervertin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her.
Ok. Então, já achamos a tesoura, até que foi rápido. Agora a gente tem que... Tem que ir lá em cima, né? Porque... Ah não, acho que dá pra ligar daqui. Desativei a música. A gente faz o seguinte. Vamos lá se despedir da irmã e fazer o objetivo do cabo. Ok, depois a gente liga aqui. Mas primeiro... Então, temos a bicicleta. A gente pode andar, inclusive, né? Se quiser. Olha, ela sabe andar de bicicletas. Opa, volta para... Desça. Parece que é aqui mesmo. Opa, o que aconteceu? Ah, tem um caixão ali dentro. Olha o corvo danadinho que pegou o passarinho. O corvo tá estranho, hein? Meio estranho. Ah, você não viu que o bicho tá morto? O bicho tá tentando o quê? Reanimar o bicho? Ele parece que matou o bicho, pegou o bicho e tá colocando na frente da Julia. A Julia vê, perto do corpo da Marta. Ali é uma igreja, né? Tipo uma capela, acredito eu.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
Abriu uma ação aqui pra fazer com esse tirinho. Vamos ver aqui.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her.
O que tu vai fazer, mulher? Ai, temos que tirar uma foto, né, cara, ainda da Marta.
Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how
Botou o
painful
passarinho
your
pra ir embora com
condition
ela
must have
junto?
been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes.
Bom, vamos tirar uma foto da Marta que tá pedindo aqui. Eu não tirei ainda, eu acho. Tem que achar o corvo, né? É no
That
mínimo
raven is making a
estranho.
big fuss.
Fora
Maybe
de
it's the same
foco.
raven that killed that poor sparrow.
Ah, calma, meu filho. Aí.
Dan, it would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
Ok, tiramos uma foto. É meio estranho isso, mas...
I hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted
Olha
to
o
bring the
corvo
little
ali, ó.
bird back to life.
Tem que seguir ele, é isso? Tá bom, vamos ver pra onde ele vai. O que tá fazendo aí, cara? Esse tá estranho. Opa, tem alguma coisa ali. Pano. Ah, mesmo pano que tá lá no, na costura, e a gente tirou uma foto desse pano também lá onde a gente achou as câmeras, né? De noite. Esse pano é da mãe dela.
It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness.
Tá no mínimo estranho isso aí.
I
Realmente tá muito
started to
estranho.
suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well, but I would never have
Paixão.
believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead.
Caramba, mano. Tá ficando muito... Tem muita lacuna pra preencher, né? Então foram enterrar... Pô, a Marta demorou a ser enterrada, hein? Demorou bastante.
When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
A Marta não tocava, porque ela era surda, né? Alguma merda isso aí vai dar. A mãe dela vai perceber que não é a Marta. Pois é, a Marta era surda e muda. Isso vai dar caquinha.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet... No. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut.
Caramba.
How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough.
Caramba.
You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Bom, você toma remédio, né, cara? Você também é bem louca. Os vestidos tá tudo... O tecido de seus vestidos tá tudo pra qualquer lado aí. mas que era bem invejosa mesmo a Julia era. Tipo assim, tá, sei lá, cara, tá muito confuso,
Her
porque ao
words were
mesmo
as
tempo você
sharp as
pensa que foi a
blades.
Julia, ao mesmo tempo tu pensa que foi
I
a
tried to tell
suspeita que
her
foi a
that it
mãe.
wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But
Ainda
she
tem a
grew even more
desconfiança, né,
angry,
de ter sido lá.
calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back.
Nossa.
Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Ai,
Talk
meu
to
Deus.
me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have
Pai
lost
dela.
mother. Your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
Não queria, duvido. O capítulo da mulher. Bom, a gente vai fazer o ritual, né? Agora é a hora de a gente fazer o ritual. Bom, galera, eu vou dar uma parada aqui, entendeu? Fazer os vídeos mais curtinhos agora. E daqui a gente segue depois, vai fazer o ritual para invocar a mulher de branco, finalmente, né? Não sei que bicho isso vai dar. A gente teve aí uma breve descoberta, digamos assim, né? Que a mãe dela descobriu que, de fato, ela não é a Marta, ela é a Julia. Ela foi tocar piano, a Marta não sabia tocar. E tivemos também esse diálogo do pai aí, que tá feliz, porque o pai gostava realmente mais da Julia. E a mãe mais da Marta. Mas a mãe dela era bem severa com ela. Tratava, me parece que não gostava muito dela mesmo. Então é isso. Se você curtiu o vídeo, deixe seu like aí, tá? Se inscreve no canal se não for inscrito. E continue aí que logo logo eu trago o próximo episódio. E caso você não viu desde o começo, tem a série aí, tá? Só voltar aí na playlist e acompanhar desde o início essa trama doida aí. Eu tô fazendo um pouco diferente de alguns vídeos que eu já vi aí pela internet. Eu resolvi contar pro pai. Eu vi muitos ajudando os guerrilheiros. Eu não sei se isso vai mudar na história, tanta coisa assim. A gente vai descobrir logo logo, tá? E agora é o episódio que a gente vai ter que fazer o ritual com a mulher de branco. Vai lá. Vamos ver o que bicho isso vai dar aí no próximo episódio. Valeu? Então, conto aí com o like de vocês. Aguarde o próximo capítulo. E obrigado até aqui quem está assistindo. Um abraço e fui!